So my name is Ricky Norwood Andrews. I am 23 years old from San Antonio, Texas. And I'm a male performer, a little bit of go-go dancer, and overall just me. Honestly, it was a little bit of just being new into the scene and just having a fun time. I mean, when I first moved here moved to San Antonio, it was for school, but obviously I had to get a little job at everything. And at the time I was doing go-go dancing, but being in the little scene, you kind of meet drag queens and meet performers, and one thing led to another. I started backup dancing and ultimately decided I like performing, I like putting on a show. And so then I just started trying it out. And since then I've just been performing.
Do you remember the first time you got on stage?
Yes, actually. The first one was actually being a backup dancer for my friend Breezy, Easy Breezy, and it was for a pageant that we did a while back, and about 2 years ago. And I got to wear this cute silver blazer, and it was a really fun time because we got to do this cute little movement that was like, it was a cute little like old school number. And I just remember being up there like, oh, I hit the marks. Everybody's smiling, everybody's liking how I'm moving, and I had a good time, so.
Can you show us those moves?
It's a little bit just like, I'm not gonna move too much, but it's a little dun, it's a little that. The first time I got on stage was when I started competing at Pegasus, when they started doing the newcomer to win for the weeks. And I wore an outfit that I wore to a Taylor Swift concert. It was an outfit, like it was a big blazer that I stoned out, and it was to a song that she does this live choreo to. So I used some of that into the performance of the actual song itself, and it was so fun because it was a Taylor Swift theme thing too. And it was just, everybody was just like really vivid, like, oh, Ricky can move, Ricky can actually do dancing. And I was like, it was just a fun time. I would say my biggest competition is gonna be first and foremost my brother Rican, just because him and I are both new into the scene that we've both been revolved around with. And it's fun to have sibling rivalry because it helps just drive us better, just helps us create competition. But of course, I would say to the more experienced ones, it's gonna be people like Kendall and Bobby, because they've been around and I've seen them perform and I've seen their looks as well. And they're very professional, very mature, which I'm excited to learn from them as well as build up myself. I think I just have a little bit more of energy.
A little?
A little bit. I'm very hyper, but I like to put that into my performance with storytelling, as well as just making sure I create a story with everything I do, whether it's gonna be in the outfits, whether it's just my performance. It's something I like to keep the audience having a grasp and just like, oh, what's gonna happen? Oh, and just overall just like, oh, that was good. And just smile. Depends on the day.
On a Wednesday?
Wednesday's a pretty good midday, so I mean, I like to be a little bit of both on a Wednesday, so.
First Wednesday, so
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, well I guess my tagline will honestly be hashtag Ricky Dicky. It's always been my little username, and it rhymes and it fits in the mouth so well, so. As dark as the world can be, and trust me, the world is pretty dark, the one thing I like to do and will always do is be positive and stay myself. And I'm gonna smile it out. I may be crying sometimes, there may be a little bit of tear or two, but I'm still gonna be smiling, so.